Thanks to Emma. And this, of course, comes after the local MP Sir Edward Leigh has challenged the Prime Minister about whether he'll be using Catterick Garrison in his North Yorkshire constituency to house migrants. Let's join our political correspondent Sharon Preet-Carer. And Sharon Preet, what's the background to this?
Well, you got some sense of the controversy surrounding the Home Office's plans for RAF Scampton in Emma's report there. And at points in the past few months, emotions have been rising so high about this debate that it seemed that local politicians, local councillors and the government have been at loggerheads over this issue. Well, one of those local politicians is Sir Edward Leigh, MP for Gainsborough, and he's actually been pointing the finger back at government ministers and saying, hang on, you're imposing this issue on our backyards. What about your constituencies? Well, earlier this year, it was announced that the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, would be leading the way and pushing forward plans to house asylum seekers in his constituency in North Yorkshire at the Catterick Garrisons. Those plans have seemed to go slower than expected, and that's prompted Sir Edward Leigh to say that the Prime Minister's going back on his word.
No, it hasn't happened, and I don't think it's ever going to happen, because generals won't allow thousands of soldiers to be in the same barracks as illegal migrants from Afghanistan or Iraq, where these soldiers have perhaps fought in those places. So I don't think it's ever going to happen. There might, in some future date, be some sort of detained facility. But the Prime Minister promised me that he would lead by example, and it's not going to happen.
Well, strong language from Sir Edward Leigh there, and it is worth noting that some of those asylum seekers may have valid claims and be allowed to stay in the UK. And yesterday, the Defence Minister responded to that. James Cartledge said his characterisation of the situation was not correct and that Catterick Garrison was still being considered objectively as a place to house asylum seekers.
Sharon Preet-Carer live at Westminster. Thank you. And of course, you can see more about this story on our website. Just